think the Fed has two tools. One is this meeting every 6 weeks where they raise or lower interest rates.
Yep.
And two is their voice, right? They have a microphone. They have a powerful position and people put microphones in front of them. So they have their voice, whether it's Neil Kaskari or Mary, wherever in San Francisco, their voice carries weight and they use it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And see, now I coined this term a long time ago when I first started my channel.
Okay.
It's called credible threats.
Ah, I like that. I had not heard that.
It's called credible threats. And now really, this is not new. This is something. See, I got this idea from a Ben Bernanke speech that was given back in 2001. All right. Now,
okay.
Ben Bernanke back in 2001 gave a speech. I can't remember the exact title of it. It's something about deflation and preventing it from ever occurring here. Okay. Because they knew back in the day, back in 2001, before any of this crap had gone down. I mean, we're talking 20 something years ago, right?
Right.
They knew that they were going to be running into the lower bound of zero, right? They knew that Fed funds rate would eventually hit zero and that the adjustment of Fed funds rate would no longer stimulate the economy. They knew it back then. And Ben Bernanke says, but that's okay. We have other tools that we can use. And now he didn't use the term credible threats. I came up with that, right? But now he used a story to try and describe what a credible threat would look like as far as being able to use it as a useful tool and monetary policy. He related it down to a little story that he had told about a guy who invents a gold machine, right? Okay. And with this gold machine, he can produce as much gold at will with very little power or energy, very little resource going into it. Right. The moment that the information gets out to the market that this guy has this machine, the price of gold on the market would dump immediately out there just off of the mere idea that this guy has this machine before he even produces a single ounce of gold or even has the machine to do it. Just the credible threat alone would be enough to change the market's perception on it. Right. That right there is the main tool coming from the Federal Reserve. If you listen to the Federal Reserve on the mainstream media, you are getting credible threats.
Like it.
Go and read their speeches. Their speeches are very telling of what they plan on doing. Right. So their speeches are one thing. And the mainstream media is their credible threats in which that they're using for their monetary policies to guide markets.
Love that. I love that credible threat.
This is another one that, like, you know, don't get me wrong. I love George Gammon. I love Peter Schiff. These guys are they're my heroes, right? But I came up with that credible threat theory when I started my channel. And, you know, here Peter Schiff is getting open mouth committee or whatever. And I'm like, open mouth operations. And I'm thinking, you know, guys, this is credible threats that I coined years ago. You know?
Yeah, I'm going to start using credible threat, and I will give you credit.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I got it from Ben Bernanke's speech from 2001 saying that this is the monetary policy tools that they would be using today.
I think it's amazing. Now, I'm going to guess, just a wild ass guess, you researched and found that speech. It wasn't like you stumbled. I mean, you didn't find it in 2020 or 2001.
No, I've had the speech for a while. Now, here's the thing about my channel, Michael, man. Here's the thing. I'm not that smart, right? I'm really not that smart. I'm good at, like, you know, problem solving things. You know, I kind of put these pieces together and all this other stuff. My viewers are the smartest people in the world. All right. And they send me this stuff. They're like, dude, check out this speech. Here, check this thing out. Whatever. Awesome. Like, I mean, like the research, it's a symbiotic thing that I got going on with my channel. Like, you know, I put out some stuff and people are like, hey, it sounds like, you know, whatever the bullwhip effect. Yeah. And I'm reading the comments. I'm like, bullwhip effect. Yeah. I remember that. What is that? I go research bullwhip. That's exactly what's happening here.
Yeah.
Right? So it was like my fans were the ones. I was describing what I was seeing. It was my fans who said, hey, what you're describing is this. And I go and research that. And then I'm like, yeah, you're right. That is this, you know? And so, like, between the two of us, we figured it out. Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah. Your fans are amazing. I obviously watch your videos and look at the comments a lot. It's a lot of fun.